Hey guys, this is Lida from Tech, and I've been playing around with this phone for the past few weeks. You guys have probably seen it around already, but this is the OnePlus 5. I've been a fan of OnePlus ever since the OnePlus 1 came out, and I wanted to check out its evolution and see if it lives up to the hype. Let's take a look-see.
Not for the old lady purse he was carrying, I might have thought he was just late for the bus. New Yorkers aren't exactly known for their manners.
I know a lot of people think the OnePlus 5 looks awfully similar to the iPhone, especially from the back. And I'll admit, there's a lot of similarities at first impression, but there's a lot more going on too. The OnePlus 5 is a super thin, very well built metal unibody phone that houses a 5.5-inch screen. This version is slate gray, but they also have a midnight black version too. To be honest, slate gray practically looks black to me, and as much as I love the sexy look of the matte finish on the back, the OCD part of me hates the fingerprints. The dual SIM is a great feature, while the front fingerprint scanner is very snappy. Like the rest of the OnePlus family, this version features dash charging, Oxygen OS, and like its predecessor, the alert slider on the left of the phone. Although the speakers are loud, they're not the best quality, and considering their bottom firing, I found myself accidentally muffling the sound many times.
8.9 battery life was really absurdly crazy. And performance was really smooth. I would actually say the performance, not benchmarks or anything, just everyday use.
Now, let's move on to the display. At 1080p, the quality is good and colors are vibrant because of the AMOLED display. There's really nothing too crazy to be said for the display, other than it looks great and colors are smooth and true. As far as performance goes, the OnePlus 5 features a Snapdragon 835 processor. This slate gray version has 6GB of RAM and 64GB of storage, while the midnight black version has 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. Even with all the shiny numbers, 6GB seems plenty enough for the majority. OnePlus really tried to appease the hardcore tech crowd with 8GB here. I've always been a fan of Oxygen OS because of its customizable yet stock Android-like operating system. It runs Nougat very smoothly, and even with many apps open or while playing games intensively, never stutters.
I mean, sometimes it still acts up, but it used to be a lot worse. Like a new puppy.
This time around, OnePlus has banked a lot on their camera. But does it live up to the hype? Stay tuned and find out. The OnePlus 5's biggest marketing feature this time around was its dual camera. Coming from the superb camera on the Pixel, I was a little nervous to test it out. The phone has a 16-megapixel primary camera with a 20-megapixel telephoto camera. OnePlus apparently worked with DxOMark to build this experience, and although impressive for the most part, there were a few things I thought the Pixel did a little better. I am highly considering doing a Pixel versus OnePlus 5 camera test, so if that's something you want to see, give a thumbs up or comment below in the box to let us know. The camera itself takes selfies very well, and in some instances even seems to have warmer colors than the Pixel. When given lots of light, the camera performs great with vivid colors and has no problem focusing. Detail is clear, and photos do come out nice and sharp. My only disappointment with this phone's camera is its performance in low light. It just doesn't seem to do well in dim-lit spaces, and I kind of expected more from it. This is a trend we've seen on a lot of phones out there this year with only a few exceptions. Great performer everywhere, but low light. The 3300 milliamp battery lasts me a good full day. Check out the stats that we're going to put right here. But if you're a heavy user and you need a little more juice, rest assured that the OnePlus 5 dash charger that's included will charge your phone back up to 100% in 30 minutes or less. Pretty impressive, and I think OnePlus actually has one of the fastest quick chargers on the market right now. I also wanted to mention that we did hear a lot of talk about people having problems with their OnePlus 5, and I'll say that mileage may vary on each person's smartphone, but in my experience so far, I have had no trouble with this one, and I've been very happy with it. Overall, it's really hard for me to say I don't love my OnePlus 5. Although I didn't find anything that was particularly outstanding or unique to set it apart from other Android competitors, when it comes down to it, the OnePlus 5 just works. And at $479, that is plenty more than enough.
It's cool. I know you'll get better. And if you don't, I'll just put an ad in the paper for a new partner.
If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit the bell button below so that you don't miss a single video in the future. I'll see you guys next time. Bye! He talks way too much.
Kidding. You're my one and only. Mwah!